Good afternoon and a very, very warm welcome to the graduation ceremony as we join together to celebrate excellence. On this very, very special occasion, I would like to once again warmly welcome all of our students and graduates, your families, parents, teachers, staff, and senior representatives of our leading academic partners. And as this is being streamed online, to all of the parents and friends worldwide who will be able to watch this graduation on YouTube and now. We are delighted that you chose to send your sons and daughters to study at our institute and entrust us with their preparation for careers in the hospitality and tourism industry. The training and the courses today's graduates have received and completed has been very intensive and challenging indeed. And many of the students who are graduating today have now become to the end of their preparation for the world of work. HTMi has guided and developed your sons and daughters and given them the skills and confidence that they will need for careers in management. And they have proven that they have been up to the task. As an example, just look what happened in the awards ceremony earlier and all that excellence and success. It is now our great pleasure and honour to invite you to share your pride and recognition for all of their hard work and achievements in preparing themselves for the international hospitality and tourism industry. And it is an international hospitality and tourism industry. It is not a local one, and your international footprint, graduates, and students who will become future graduates is extremely important to you. These days it's very cool and trendy to talk about your online footprint. Your online footprint is only a subsector of your international footprint. And you have a wonderful opportunity in this room to make great friends and colleagues and future best buddies in your future career. And that will help you a lot to be successful in future. HTMi this year and last year has led the way in international expansion, as you may have heard, with institutions, partner colleges, and our own branch campuses in India, Kazakhstan, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, and next week we're going to launch a new campus in Singapore. We will be the only Swiss school in Singapore, and there will be more campuses like that to come. We have also now recruiting students in 40 different countries worldwide. We have an active team out there doing that. So we have lots of partnerships, collaborations, and of course Swiss Touches, our operational arm, is making a dent in the international hotel, albeit small at the moment. That is another business that we have that will grow. So I hope that you get inspired by that and go forward in your future and become a true international hospitality professional. Because in the future, the world is very small. It's on the internet every day, and traveling is easy, and hotel companies are becoming bigger and bigger and more global. So that's my message today for you. Charles.
Thank you, Mr. Lamore. Graduating students, on behalf of the teaching, faculty and staff at HTMi, we congratulate you on your achievement. Teaching, faculty and staff, on behalf of the graduating students, I wish to thank you for your efforts, for which we would not have such proud students with us today. Dear graduates, a number of you in this room have fulfilled your academic requirements, either at bachelor, postgraduate or master level, and are ready to pursue the next stage of your life, whether it is further study or your career. You leave us with a wealth of knowledge gained from a diverse range of subjects. You leave us having lived, worked and played in a multicultural environment, and many of you leave having gained some valuable work experience. Today, graduating students, you are successful. But what about tomorrow and the day after, and the day after. How will you measure your success in the future? Is it by how much money you are paid to do a job? Is it how high you climb up the corporate ladder in this industry or any other? Is it by how many letters you have after your name on a business card? Or is it as simple as feeling at peace with yourself and the world around you? You will set your own goals, you will make life-changing decisions, and you will seek new challenges. But only you will know when you have achieved the success you are after, no matter what form it takes. Now, speaking of success, I have a wonderful team next to me who have been busy measuring your level of success this semester. At this point, I would like to ask the team who are seated next to me here to stand, and I would like you to show them your appreciation for their support, guidance, and encouragement that they have given to all of you that has brought you to this point today. Ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Now, most of you in this room today have been likely taught or used the term SWOT analysis during your studies here. So this prompted me to share with you my SWOT analysis of your graduating qualifications. So what are the strengths? In a few moments, you will receive a degree from a school and program that are accredited by governing bodies in both Switzerland and the United Kingdom and awarded by highly ranked and respected British universities. This is a seal of approval that many strive for, but few succeed. Behind this degree is a genuine commitment of the faculty and staff to the pursuit of excellence in the service of HTMi. Today, you will join an alumni that is expanding and a network and support placement service that continues to grow. The weaknesses. There is no weakness in the degree itself. However, remember, lifelong learning is becoming the norm, not the exception. So your degree is only the first stage in your educational development. It should not be the ending point. In today's environment, you need to continually build on your skills and knowledge to remain competitive. The opportunity. You have seen firsthand during your time at HTMi, the opportunities in this industry are endless. Opportunity is like a stick on a river. Once it has passed you, it may never be offered again. Take every opportunity that is presented to you with both hands as you will build your career and start to be more selective of the sticks when they pass. This is called experience. And what is the threat? The only threat to this degree that you have is your complacency to sit back, relax, and not realize until it's too late that you've missed a golden opportunity to advance your career. So my favorite expression is SWOT, so what? You and I both know that this piece of paper represents thousands of hours of theory and practical classes. It represents competitions, commitment, communication, culture, case studies, classmates, and the occasional celebration, like last night. We had a responsibility to you whilst you were here at HTMi, and we still have that responsibility and actively assist and support you even when you leave the mountains of Sorenberg. But what is your responsibility? You're responsible to put into practice our clearly defined mission. You have a responsibility to the school and fellow graduates to stay in touch and make us proud of your achievement. Many of you have a responsibility to your parents or sponsors. It's time to you to show them a return on investment. But most of all, you have a responsibility to yourself. You must leave here today with an inner desire to succeed, to actively pursue goals which you set yourself, and then to seek new challenges. As the American inventor Thomas Edison said, our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always to try just one more time. Let me give you 3 very different examples of success within the services industry. We're all impressed with the recent merger announcement of Marriott International with Starwood Hotels and Resorts worldwide. It created the world's largest hotel company with more than 5,500 hotels, over 1 million rooms in more than 100 companies with 30 leading brands. But let's compare this to another type of hospitality enterprise. There's no check-in desk, there's no concierge, there's no bellboy, no room service, no minibar, no restaurant, no day spa, no breakfast buffet. Sometimes there isn't even a room. Welcome to Holiday Accommodation 2015. It's not a hotel, as you and I know it. In fact, it's often not even a hotel. This company began in 2007 and has more than 1.5 million properties listed worldwide in 34,000 cities and 190 countries. In 2011, it announced its 1 millionth booking. By January 2012, it was up to 5 million. June the same year, 10 million, and it's now 50 million strong. It's currently valued at $20 billion, with accommodation ranging from $17 to $1,700 a night. What's the company? Airbnb. Okay, this has become the fastest growing holiday accommodation business in the world and is a real competitor in the accommodation sector, and it's all online. The final example of success, and appropriate for this time of the year, very much emphasizes our mission at HTMi, to lead, not follow. This individual is one of the most famous leaders in the world. However, relies on 8 like-minded individuals and really only works approximately 1 month a year. When you think of this leader, you will realize the benefits of leading and not always following, because leading does give you a different view of the world. Now, of course, who am I talking about? Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. These are 3 very contrasting examples of success in their own way, as you will be successful in yours. However, the desire to succeed must come from you. How you go about your future success is entirely up to you, but I'll give you 2 pieces of advice. Don't be afraid to fail, because with failure comes success. And if you do fail, then don't blame others for it. Instead, learn to reflect. As the American businessman Robert Half said, the search for someone to blame is always successful. Graduates, I'll give you some advice. Blame is a waste of time. No matter how much fault you find with others, regardless of how much you blame him or her, it will not change you. The only thing blame does is keep the focus off yourself when you are looking for reasons to explain your frustration or your failure. This is entirely your own creation, but at least you've got an excuse, and that always looks good on your CV. Instead, graduates, learn to reflect on your actions, on your performance, and motivate yourself to succeed. Take your own life in your own hands. Motivation and the desire to succeed begins and ends with you. The only guarantee today is that you will walk on stage and graduate. However, this does not mean you are guaranteed success. And I know that HTMi have helped prepare the groundwork for your future success, and the faculty and the staff have done their utmost in preparing you for the realities of life, what lie ahead. Now, many of you have dreams, and today would be a sad day indeed if one of your dreams wasn't to be here today. Proud at having achieved so much in such a short time. For some people, this just didn't come true. For you, it does. But your dreams don't stop here. Reality is going to set in, so I will conclude with a final quote which I hope you'll take to heart. Don't be afraid of the space between your dreams and reality. If you can dream it, you can make it so. Thank you.
Yes, as Charles said, we have a great deal to be proud of at HTMi. We strive to be leaders, not followers. We strive to innovate and create and not copy. As we evolve as an institute, both in Switzerland and now internationally. We constantly seek to improve. We look for better resources, new ideas, more exciting ways for students to engage with their education, and most of all, improve the quality always of what we do. We should, at this point, recognize the tremendous support that we receive from our partners in education, especially the University of Ulster, who I can announce, and you probably know it already, the Ulster Business School very recently celebrated its 40th anniversary in education, and we were invited as VIP guests, and it was a wonderful event. Congratulations again from all of us. And also, of course, from the strong support from Edinburgh Napier University at master's level too. I just mentioned it, but I would like to formally welcome the University of Ulster, represented here today by Professor Denise McAllister, Pro-Vice-Chancellor, Teaching Learning, and I know there's another addition to that, which is student experience as well. I noticed it on your business card the other day. And Professor Una McMahon-Beatty, Head of Department Hospitality and Tourism Management. Very warm welcome today. Thank you again for coming. And we would also all like to thank the University of Ulster for their encouragement and confidence in HTMi for more than 10 years, and all of the effort, the staff on stage here, and representatives from the university, and of course the hard work from the students and past graduates and so on, to making what we have today, which is an extremely high quality, very successful collaborative provision. And our students are going out as ambassadors, not just of HTMi, but the University of Ulster as well. I think it's something really great that's happened here. I would also like to formally welcome and thank Edinburgh Napier University, our academic partner, for the Master of Science in Hospitality and Tourism Management. Thank you, Charles.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let the celebrations commence with a roll call for the 2015 winter graduation. Today we will all celebrate this graduation together by asking Professor Denise McAllister from the Ulster University to present our undergraduate awards, followed by Professor Russell Rimmer to present our HTMi Bachelor and Postgraduate Awards. We'll also be asking Professor McAllister to make the graduation speech and close with the traditional speech from Dr. John Burgess, HTMi's academic advisor. I'd now like to hand over to Mr. Anthony Lack, Master of Ceremonies, for this graduation. Mr. Lack.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I will now call these proceedings to order as I call the graduating students to receive their parchments. To begin, I call to order those graduating at the level of certificate in International Hotel and Tourism Operations and the Management Training Certificate, which is a key component of this program. Ahmadi Ryan Yaqub Youssef Ibrahim. Al-Khaledi Aisha Youssef Saleh Al-Hassan. By Joyce Key Yulia. Chang Yu Chen. Dania binti Muhammad. Dimitrenko Daniel. Yamo Laeva Polina. Gikonyo Catherine. Guna Ratna Nalaka Palmajit. Harazde Matel Daniel. Hoi Wing Tsi. Johnson Natasia Ann. Kawadova Elena Dimitrova. Kishi Moniova Petra. Did I be right? Korniak Nate. Molnar Christian Andrasch. In Chi Fung. Nguyen Hoang Tsang. Nguyen Nat Min. Nguyen Thi Yen Ni. Nguyen Hoang Lin. Nikiforova Yulia. Peloyu Maria Denisa. Patot Nika. Sikra Cynthia. Soloshi Eniko. Zulaya Tinatin. Tran Do Bao Han. Umiravwa Liberati. Van der Mark Martijn Wilhelmus Lume. Wu Ti Kan Lin. Yam Bo Lun Aaron.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let's give the certificate students a big round of applause. Congratulations. You've successfully completed the first year of your bachelor degree, and we wish you well for the successful completion of your diploma level and, of course, higher level programs to come.
Ladies and gentlemen, I call to order those graduating for the Diploma in International Hotel and Tourism Management and the Management Training Diploma at the same level. Blinkova Lydia. Chabdia Katerina. Diakonu Stefania. Georgieva Michaela. Gimadova Linara. Georgieva Valerie. Hui Chi Ying. Karach Andrash Richard. Kovac Vilmos Daniel. Lazar Aline Christian. Lee Ho Tin. Medic Judith Gabriela. Gwenova Queen Tsing. Nip Chi Tung Nicole. Polga Petra. Su Chia Chi. Shuvagesh Dora Piroshka. Sidorenko Bogdan. Sabo Lily. UN Gavin.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to our diploma students completing the second year of their bachelor degree. We at HTMi are all very proud that you've achieved the second year of the degree, and we wish you all the success as you move through the high diploma and towards your bachelor degree.
Ladies and gentlemen, I call to order those graduating for the Diploma in Training for Trainers in Hotel Management. Kampan Tudor Sebastian. Tsapu Eva Madina. Ho An Ting. Ho Yi Ying Hoshiko. Maratzi Matiash. In Ka Yi. Samuel Jason Jeremy. Shim Ki Kang. Siebu Andre. Shobor Victor Marton. Tio Syra. Voida Dora. And for the manager, the Diploma Training and Trainers for Events Management, Tort Yosef.
All right, let's give the MITs a big round of applause for their fantastic effort this semester.
Ladies and gentlemen, I call to order those graduating at higher diploma in International Hotel and Tourism Management and the Management Training Diploma at the same level. Bokoyev Alan. Fong Hua Kwan. Lula Aman. Lupea Andrea Isabella. Wenova Quinn Ching. Popper Dunn. Shira Kotha Ia. Singh Ajan. Shobor Victor Marton. Voida Dora. Vandor Sophia. UN Gavin.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let's give the high diploma students a big round of applause. Well done. Of course, we're all very proud of your achievement, but I know you'll be back again to see us on the 4th of January for your BSc exams, and we look forward to welcoming you back.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now call to order those students who have successfully completed the Bachelor of Science with Honours in International Hospitality Management, awarded by the Ulster University. This degree is a highly ranked degree internationally in the field of hospitality education. And the Ulster University is recognized as a world leader in hospitality education and is one of the UK's largest and top universities. Graduates will be called out in ascending order of the honours awarded by the university to each student. Awarded the Bachelor of Science Honours in International Hospitality Management with honours at 3rd class R, Loy Tsiu Hin. Noidit Napason. And presented in absentia Min Yang Nam. Awarded the Bachelor of Science Honours in International Hospitality Management with honours at 2nd class Lower Division R, Antonia Phoebe. Ao Ka Lam. Gogeshtu Michai Sebastian. Hui Hu Lam. Mount Ki Abinay. Wong Tin Yan. Yip Sai Hong. Yuen Gavin. And presented in absentia, Juganu Juliana Florentina. In Wing Yan. Awarded the Bachelor of Science Honours in International Hospitality Management with honours at second class Upper Division R, Doan Min Tuan Tsui. Fasade Skutu Arena. Li Yi Yan. Samuel Jason Jeremy. Awarded the Bachelor of Science Honours in International Hospitality Management with first class honours is Yudia Aung Song Hui. Ilani Azalea binti Zainal Abidin. Jacqueline Judith. And presented in absentia, Su Su Hui.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to our graduating bachelor students. So for all our bachelor students graduating from the Ulster University, we are very proud that you've reached this academic milestone. You are now HTMi alumni, and our international placement services, which you've already experienced, is now available to you for a lifetime. And we trust that in future, you will use this service to recruit the next generation of HTMi graduates.
We would now like to invite Professor Denise McAllister, Pro Vice Chancellor, Teaching and Learning, to address the audience on behalf of the Ulster University.
Director, colleagues, distinguished guests, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted to be with you this afternoon to join in your graduation and awards celebrations. I would like to thank Ian Lemure for inviting me once again to present awards. It is a privilege and a great pleasure for me to do so. Since the colonial era, young students in stiff gowns and itchy mortarboards have been forced to sit through this one last formal speech prior to them receiving their awards. We are now in the golden age of the commencement speech, the term such graduation addresses are commonly known by in North America. On rare occasions, politicians have used such commencements to say important things, like JFK announcing a nuclear test ban. Other lucky graduates have been treated to profound musings by literary geniuses like Alexander Solzhenitsyn or Margaret Atwood. More recently, the format has become dominated by celebrities like Bono, Meryl Streep, and the late Steve Jobs. But not all graduating classes are so lucky. So when Bill Gates had to turn down Mr. Lemure's offer, I stepped in at the last minute. Sorry, maybe next year. Ceremonies such as this mark achievement, but inevitably fail to reveal the effort put in over the preceding months and years. I therefore extend sincere and warm congratulations to all the recipients of awards, prizes, and certificates. And I wish you all well in your future endeavours, whatever they may be and wherever you pursue them. Whatever programme you have completed, each of you has brought distinction to HTMi as well as to yourself. I know that you recognise and acknowledge that many people have helped you and contributed to the success that we are celebrating today. On your behalf and from my own perspective, I would like to take this opportunity to thank them. Your family and friends, your fellow students, your lecturers and administrative and support staff here at the college. They have been there to support you on your journey, to help you through the tough times, and are here today, some in person, others in spirit, to celebrate your success. They are tremendously proud of what you have achieved. Those of you receiving Ulster University Awards today, graduates of the BSc Hons International Hotel and Tourism Management, have every right to be proud of your achievements and to celebrate your success. You are students of Ulster University, now alumni. You are receiving your degree today from a world-class university. In the latest league table of world university rankings, Ulster University is in the top 4%. Your degree has been developed and delivered in partnership with HTMi. That partnership, as Ian Lemure said, is over 10 years old. We entered into it because we believed that we had shared values and beliefs. Shared values in terms of the pursuit of excellence, shared values in terms of providing courses that are vocationally relevant and applied in nature, and shared values in terms of being entrepreneurial and innovative. Let me focus on the innovative nature of that relationship. There are two main types of innovation. Sustaining innovation, which is essentially about making something bigger and better. Planes that fly faster, smaller cell phones with longer battery life, televisions with higher resolution and smart features. Industry or sector leaders almost always win in the battle to create these sustaining innovations, partly due to their resources, but also because of their expertise in traditional practices, which gives them an advantage in making things bigger and better. Disruptive innovation, by contrast, disrupts the bigger and better cycle by bringing to market a product or service that is not as good as the best traditional offerings, but is more affordable and easier to use. Online learning is a good example. Disruptive innovation is thus initially a boon to non-consumers of a service or product. Traditional providers ignore it, assuming their current clientele won't be interested. But as the disruptive innovation improves by its own sustaining innovations, it becomes a threat to traditional producers. The strategic partnership which HTMi offers is the potential to capitalise on the complementary and distinctive strengths of both organisations in terms of our sustaining and disruptive innovative practices. To survive in the future, we will need to break with tradition, but to thrive, we must build on what we have always done best. But I am digressing. Today is about you, the class of 2015, members of the millennial generation, or Generation Y. Most of you will have been born between 1980 and 2005. Hands up whose birthdays lie in that period. 1980 to 2005. Now the stage here, don't try to compensate. Right? Demographers like to talk about you as if you were a monolithic mass of humanity. In fact, no two millennials are exactly alike. For example, not all of you are attached to your mobile phone. I would estimate that 1 in 5 of you actually manages to sleep without it. As part of a generation that rarely smokes, cell phones have even replaced smoking as a thing to do in those lonely moments when existential angst threatens to encroach. Not all of you have short attention spans. Let me repeat that. Not all of you have short attention spans. In fact, some of you haven't sent a text or a tweet in the entire 5 minutes I've been speaking. Indeed, some of you still use your cell phones to make actual calls. Finally, not all of you believe you will be famous, but thanks to Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, some of you already are. Notwithstanding, some of the skills which you have learned here at HTMi are just as essential for success as they were when I graduated. Part of a very different generation, the tail end of the baby boomers. To stand out and make a difference, you will also need the kinds of skills and qualities that are learned from experience and over time. I would like to share a few of these with you. First, no matter what you choose to do in life, pursue it with passion and hard work. In my experience, there are lots of very talented people out there, but talent alone isn't enough. Remember, hard work beats talent if talent doesn't work hard. So don't be content to work around the edges of your profession. Instead, speak up, volunteer, show your enthusiasm, knock on doors. As an employee, your enthusiasm will make your job more interesting and also get you noticed. As a manager, your passion will inspire others to join your team and work as hard as you to accomplish big things. Second, build relationships. Remember that no one does great things alone. Success is always a team effort, but you must earn the respect and trust of the people you lead. That means being open, seeking solutions, and often listening more than talking. Remember, too, that you can't build a relationship only when you need it. Strong relationships are built gradually, steadily over time, and there's no better time to start than now. Third, address challenges head on. I'm reminded of the plant manager who asked his lead engineer to explain her hiring process. She said, "We fill a bathtub with water and offer the applicant a teaspoon, a teacup, and a bucket. Then we ask him or her to empty the tub." "I get it," the manager said. "A go-getter will use the bucket." "No," said the engineer. "A go-getter will pull the drain plug." If you have an issue in your life, at work or at home, pull the drain plug. Address it head on with everything you have, and address it right away. Remember that hope is not a strategy, and problems don't go away when you ignore them. They get bigger. Fourth, give something back. Your talents should be used to help build better lives for others as well as for yourself. I hope that each of you will find something that you feel strongly about supporting, and that you will make it an important part of your life. In that way, you can truly make the world a better place. Finally, the last thing I want to mention on this special day is to remember your family and friends. Remember that this day is almost as important for them as it is for you. Be sure to thank them and tell them how much their support and sacrifice has meant to you. Tomorrow, in a very real sense, your life begins as future managers and leaders. As a millennial, how will you use your gifts? What choices will you make? Will inertia be your guide, or will you follow your passions? Will you choose a life of ease, or a life of service and adventure? When it's tough, will you give up, or will you be relentless? Will you be a cynic, or will you be a builder? Will you be clever at the expense of others, or will you be kind? Who, or perhaps what, will you follow? What will be your North Star? Where will you arrive at the end of the day? What will your legacy be for all generations? Will it be something that lasts? When you're 80 years old and in a quiet moment of reflection, narrating for only yourself the most personal version of your life story, the telling that will be the most compact and meaningful will be the series of choices you have made. In the end, we are our choices. Build yourself a great story. My warmest congratulations and best wishes to you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor McAllister, for those thought-inspiring words. And now I call to the stage Professor Russell Rimmer, Professor of Research Development, to present the following HTMi awards. Ladies and gentlemen, I now call to order those who have successfully completed the following HTMi awards: the Advanced Diploma in European Baking and Pastry Arts, and those graduating at postgraduate diploma level in either postgraduate diploma in European Baking and Pastry Arts, International Hotel and Tourism Management, or International Hotel Events Management. For the Advanced Diploma and Postgraduate Diploma in European Baking and Pastry Arts, Bokayev Alan. Dante Surendra Tarun. Torres Lara Diego Maurizio. For the Postgraduate Diploma, Dang Thi Tao Nguyen. Ya Fang Aung. Mishra Akash. Pham Minh Nu Nuet. Saktival Arun Kumar. Tan Shui Rita. Tsa Chi Win Tsue. Su Jin Yun. For the Postgraduate Diploma in Research, Yudia Aung Song Hui. Yang Louis.
So let's give a big round of applause to our graduating students at the postgraduate level. We are all very proud of your achievement today, and you are also now HTMi alumni, and the international placement services, which you've already experienced, are now available to you for a lifetime.
Ladies and gentlemen, I call to order those graduating with the MBA Postgraduate Diploma in Hospitality Management, awarded for having completed the HTMi taught course, which is a part of the MSc MBA Joint Master's degree. Sung Chao Chun. Ho Yi Ying Hoshiko. Tio Sarah. Well done.
So let's give a big round of applause to our MBA postgraduate diploma students. And of course, that's just the first stage where, yes, we're very proud, but you still have your dissertation to continue to your master's degree.
The next students are a very special group, as these students are those graduating with the joint MBA in Hospitality Management awarded by HTMi and the MSc in Hospitality and Tourism Management validated, delivered and awarded by Edinburgh Napier University. Fedorenko Nadezia. Siddharth Shekhar. And presented in absentia, Nadia, Suri Adama William Loman, Wan Chen Chen, Tseng Ting Huan. And presented in absentia for the MBA, Kaiser Matthias Kohl, Rybochkina Diana.
So let's give our master's students a big round of applause. Well done. Congratulations. You've now reached a big milestone in your education, and you should be very proud. You are also HTMi alumni, and our services that you've already experienced are available to you for a lifetime, but I'm sure you'll be using our services to recruit more students from HTMi.
To all our graduates today, congratulations. And now, to conclude our ceremony, I would now like to ask Dr. John Burgess, Academic Advisor to HTMi, to give the traditional closing address before the traditional cap-throwing ceremony.
HTMi students, this whole afternoon has been about celebrating your success. Celebrating excellence, celebrating successful learning, and celebrating achievement. And most of you have done it in a second language. And probably the majority of you have taken up a third language while you were on your internship. That, for me, is a double achievement. So my very sincere and heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you. You are indeed today's heroes, so well done. My role... My role this afternoon, apart from guiding the stage party from the back door to their seats safely and securely, and I don't think we missed anybody, is to offer a vote of thanks to our guests and then fill the gap between the buffet. Sadly, we're already running 7 minutes late, so I'll buck up because it's me that stands between you and the dinner. So my very sincere thanks, first of all, to Professor Denise McAllister, the Pro-Vice-Chancellor of Ulster University. Thank you for travelling to Switzerland. Thank you for awarding the certificates, diplomas, higher diplomas, and conferring the BSc honours degrees. It's wonderful that you always make time to come to Switzerland each semester. We value your support and encouragement. I personally look forward to your address, and I've never been disappointed. I hope HTMi students, you're able to take her words of wisdom with you. Thanks also to Professor Russ Rimmer, Director of Research Development at HTMi, for presenting the Postgraduate Awards. And finally, thanks also to Professor Una McMahon-Beattie for travelling from Ulster, not the best time of the year to travel, and supporting successful HTMi students. It's great to see you here. Thanks very much for coming. I recall something about 40 years ago, sitting in a hall not quite as big as this, at my, I better be honest, this is being recorded. I recall some 50 years ago, sitting in a hall similar to this at an awards presentation. I was sitting on the front row with the intelligent ones wearing glasses. In my case, I had to sit there so I could see what was going on. There was not a mobile phone anywhere. They hadn't been invented. That was 20 years before a mobile phone came on the scene. It was 24 years before Sir Tim Berners-Lee had the idea of linking global computers together to establish the World Wide Web. For Mr. Bachman and me, we weren't quite in the same class. The learning technology of the day was chalk. Today, the learning technology is digital mobile. In our careers, we've seen dramatic changes. And Mr. Bachman today leaves with an Apple Watch. Congratulations to him. But you think Mr. Bachman and myself have seen change. That's going to be nothing to the changes that you see in your careers. With the acceleration of digital innovation and with the connection of smart devices, you are going to see seismic developments in terms of connectivity and advancement in technology. So I want to share with you just half a dozen things this afternoon from this old man to you for your careers. First one, get ready for huge change. Huge change. One of my first jobs, I moved to London to join the pre-opening team of a 450-bedroom hotel overlooking Hyde Park in London. I moved to that hotel because it boasted it was going to have the first computerized front office and billing system. This was putting me at the cutting edge of developments. Razor sharp, that was me. Sadly, the system was ill-conceived. It was a total failure and had to be withdrawn. Witness systems and NCR billing machines came in. My second observation, get ready for disappointments, get ready for failures, get ready for upsets. Life isn't always smooth. But when you do find an upset, don't get you down. The best thing about working in that hotel was the support, encouragement, and frankly, transformation that I got from an inspiring financial director. Even to this day, I have the papers and the journal articles that he shared with me. He absolutely transformed my vision and motivation. So my third observation to you is find yourself an inspirational mentor who can develop your strengths, cultivate your values, and put you right. And if you can't find one, certainly work with inspirational colleagues. Just a few months ago, I walked past that same hotel. I hadn't moved. It wasn't quite the iconic building dominating the London skyline as it was in my day, or I felt it was. It was just a concrete 18-story block of concrete. And it looked rather pathetic because during the summer, I had the good fortune to go to New York and travelled up the 104 stories of the new One World Trade Center and seen not only Manhattan beneath, but the whole of the New York area. So my fourth message to you is really get things in perspective. It isn't the size of the buildings that matter. It isn't the size of the job. It isn't the size of your salary. The really important things to you are 1, your health, 2, your family, and 3, your loved ones. When I started working way back in the 1960s, women managers were virtually non-existent, besides in reception and housekeeping. It was the same in society. Society was male-dominated. Even 13 years later, when I was doing my PhD, doing it, Mr. Jost, with a pencil, that's real research, I had to scour the UK to find one senior female hospitality manager to interview. Today, the progression ceiling has broken. Women managers are in abundance. And I've been delighted to see this afternoon the amazing talent of our female students. The thing that we've got to wait for is still pay equality. A number of things have changed, but a number of things are the same. Long working hours, relatively poor pay. But as Mr. Lamore said right at the beginning, the enormity of the opportunities in this international area is huge. And those of you with, as Professor McAllister said, the passion, the hard work, the drive, you will succeed. Remember, delighting your customer is the most important. The external customer, the paying customer, and the internal customer, your team, your co-workers, your colleagues. They are the people that deliver the hospitality experience. So also remember my fifth point. The nicest thing that you can wear is your smile. Think about that. A key success factor in your careers will be your ability to change, adapt, and harness new opportunities. In October of this year, I had the great pleasure of attending an event at the Savoy Hotel in London. An even greater pleasure in sitting next to a very attractive lady who told me a little bit about her life story. She'd originally trained as a ballet dancer. She then became a tiller girl. Now, a tiller girl is a bit like the British equivalent to the Folies Bergère or the American equivalent to chorus line. a lot of high-precision kicking, dancing, not wearing a lot of clothes. Anyway, she was on television, she was on the London Palladium, she met the stars of the day and her future husband. Her future husband was a hotelier who ran the family business in the southern part of England. Later, they got married, they had 4 children, but one day, quite out of the blue, he died. And she was left with 4 children to bring up, a hotel to run, and a business to rescue. She had to move from being a team player in the theatre business to a team leader in the hospitality business. Through sheer graft, hard work, determination, and the support of a bank manager, she was successful. She talked on that evening about some of the fears that she had to overcome. One of the fears was a fear of numbers, a fear of accounts, a fear of statistics. Now she's a very astute, financially aware businesswoman. And the other fear that she'd got was public speaking, because ballet dancers don't usually speak much. I guess there are some people in this room who've also got a fear of accounts and numbers and public speaking. In your careers, you may have to confront your fears. You may have to change and adapt. The lady in question, Avril Outen, didn't have the benefit of a college education. She didn't have a university degree. Yet she was so passionate about the hospitality business and about delivering, as Mr. Lack would call it, quality guest service, that she took herself off and wrote a textbook. That textbook is called Delighting Your Customers. It's still available on Amazon. So now she is a successful author, successful businesswoman, global traveller, and she speaks on the national stages for cancer awareness. She, like our chief guest, Professor McAllister, has been honoured by the British Queen for her services to the community. So my 6th observation is confront your fears and turn them into your strengths. One of the things we agreed on during that meeting, during that October event, was that you've got to have fun in life. It can't all be work. Life, frankly, is too short for that. And my 7th observation, and you'll be delighted to know it's my final observation, is that whenever and wherever possible, bring happiness and fun into your life. Avril Outen puts her success down to her training, early training as a ballet dancer, where she needed a lot of stamina, a lot of energy, a lot of inspiration, a lot of teamwork, precision. She draws strong parallels between the world of hospitality and the world of theatre. But remember that life shouldn't be a burden. She knows only too well, after the death of her husband, that life is short, life is fragile, and life is to be valued. Every day, every hour, every minute, every second, there may be something that you can reflect on, enjoy, and is magical for you. All you've got to do is to look for it and observe it and make it yours. And for those of you who are seeking your first job, can I leave you with a little humorous remark from Warren Buffett? He's the multi-billionaire in the United States of America. And he says, choose a job that you love. I can't understand people who are choosing jobs they don't like simply to add to their CVs. He says, isn't that a bit like saving up sex for your old age? So, HTMi graduates, you've had the good fortune to enjoy Switzerland. You've had the skills of the teaching team here to give you academic tools and frameworks to survive your careers. I hope you're able to take on board the words of Professor McAllister and this old man's musings to seize the opportunities and maybe, like Avril Houghton, overcome your fears and find fulfillment in your careers. And hopefully fulfill your potential by doing your very best at whatever you wish to be best at doing. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for this man to shut up. You are now 20 minutes late. You're too kind. And it's time very much to celebrate. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Burgess. To conclude our graduation day, we'll invite all the graduates to come to the front of the room to take part in the traditional cap-throwing ceremony and to get your photos taken. Thereafter, dinner, drinks are served in the foyer outside.
So students, before we conclude with the cap-throwing ceremony, first of all, I draw your attention to the big screen for a very important announcement for Mr. Sudki. Party. Okay, don't forget. All right. So students, please, staff, for your own safety, you better leave very shortly, like now. All right, students, if you come to the front of the stage, we'll get ready for the cap-throwing ceremony. On the count of three, we've got 1, 2, 3.